anything that you learned working on those other naval aircraft, did it help you with the Harrier, or just your...
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I was working around them. I was, trained by the seat mechanics on what to avoid on the seat and how to, make sure that the seat's safe before I got in the cockpit, and, things like that, and how to operate around ordnance.
Okay.
Ground, make sure the planes are grounded. Just your basic stuff that comes with working around a tactical jet.
Okay.
Of course, our Harrier, we still have a live seat, but we don't have any ordnance. But still, there's things in there you want to avoid getting in the way of.
Yeah.
Learned how to tow the aircraft, which that's not a trivial thing there. Let's see, the seat, basically, how to remove fasteners that have been stuck forever. That came in handy because we had to take some panels off that hadn't been off in years.
Right.
On that plane, and they got these things they're called high torques or coin slots. That's the way the head is shaped.
Right.
And they are hard. It's trying to get those out takes a little bit of a technique. Usually we grind the head a little bit with a die grinder, and then start drilling it. I learned that from working with some guys there at Strike.
Okay.
And how to remove screws.
And now, once you had it together, was it kind of like an IRAN inspection?
An IRAN?
Yeah. What is it? Inspect, replace as needed?
Yeah. That's basically, well, we had to get it ready for the FAA, which is called a conditional, and it's got to be, basically made safe for operation, and that involved opening all the panels, making sure there weren't any rat's nests or bird's nests and things like that in there. We had to look at make sure we looked at all the actuators in the wing and in the throughout the aircraft, and then lube everything that needed to be lubed, and just make sure that when Art decided to go flying, he had the best possible aircraft we could give him.
Mm-hmm. And once the anything about the engine runs that you could expand on with what Art has written on the website?
The engine runs, well, basically, once we got figured out how we were going to service the hydraulics, because we had to do that, we finally found a way to do that before we got the actual high servicing unit from England.
Right.
We got the system service, then oil system service. That was fairly straightforward. Just put oil in it until it came up to the dipstick. But we motored it over quite a bit, and then when he started it, we had some stuff, some berries of some sort that were up in there. There were some critters that got up in there and tried to start making a nest.
Yeah.
We got a lot of those out. We, got in there the best we could with the bore scope. We took a bug sprayer and filled it with denatured alcohol and sprayed that in there to kind of, wash out the engine before we decided to go flying with it.
Okay.
And that worked out really good. And then of course, we went back in and inspected it again and didn't find any evidence of anything left in there. One thing we did do, the Marines told us we had to do, was what they call a must check. All the reaction control nozzles, they take bleed air off the engine up through the fuselage and then out to the wings, and then down to the tail and out to the nose. Well, there's have to be made, and you can't have this real hot air blowing on anything up in the airframe,
Okay.
the wing and everything. So what they do is they take fiberglass, paint it with white paint, and then wrap all those connections and safety wire in place, and Art runs it to about 60%.
Right.
And then we get done, we take it off, and we look for brown spots.
I see. Okay.
If we don't have any brown spots, then those connections are all good.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's, kind of, wow, that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, got to do it. Okay.
Now, once the aircrafts are flying and you got on the air show circuit, do you travel with the aircraft?
Oh, yeah. I usually fly in the back seat of the L-39.
Okay. Can you kind of lay out, what a typical air show weekend is like as far as, from the maintenance aspect?
Well, it starts, weeks prior. Even if we're coming off of an air show, I'll start, 2 weeks out or so, going over the airplane, making sure the tires are pumped up, make sure the tires are in good shape, they're going to make it, make sure the brakes are going to make it through the weekend.
Right.
I don't want to change all that stuff on the road. I got to do it at home. Just make sure the airplane's ready to go, and then make sure the trailer's ready to go, load it up with all the stuff we need, get the truck ready. Pete does a lot of that. And then we get it ready, and then the Sunday before an air show, we usually leave either on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Art likes to get there a day early. That way if the weather comes in, we still have a day to get there.
Okay.
So we gotta wait on or avoid the weather as best we can. But anyway, we get it. Planes are ready to go. Absolutely, they're serviced. We're ready to go. Should be able to make it the weekend. So we're ready to go. On the day we decide to leave, the truck will either already be on the road for a good 5 or 6 hours.
Right.
Because everything, if there's anything left or anything that comes up while we're at home, we already have it there.
Okay.
It's pretty much redundant at home what's on the trailer.
Okay.
But if it's something catastrophic, then of course, we'll just call the trailer and tell them, come on back.
Okay.
We'll get the planes out. Art looks his over. Whoever our L-39 pilot happens to be, which normally it would be Joe Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
He would look over the L-39, make sure if he's got he has no questions about the aircraft. If he does, I'm there to answer it. And,
okay.
Get ready. Then what we'll do is make sure both aircraft are topped off with fuel. We've got it pre-flighted, ready to go. Whatever bingo bag or like overnight bags we're carrying,
mm-hmm.
We'll throw those in the nose. Then it's waiting for our departure time. When we decide to go, then we'll start Art up first. I'll look him over, make sure everything's ready to go. Then I boogie over, jump in the back of the L-39 and strap in, and then they call clearance delivery, and then we take off and head to the air show.
Okay.
While we're flying, I'm in the back seat. I've got the emergency checklist for the L-39 and the Harrier with me.
Okay.
Art has one for the Harrier with him. And we do that so that if either plane has an issue, both of those guys can. One of them, if the Harrier has an issue, Art's sole purpose is to fly the airplane.
Right.
Then Joe takes over the radios. Whoever's in the L-39 usually handles the radios anyway. But the last thing you need is somebody in trouble having to fly and call on the radio and find out where the nearest airport is to get
right.
the thing on the ground. So I'm going through the checklist.